Andy Gresh here to break down Week 16 in the NFL. The Patriots return home after that performance Saturday night against the Colts. They didn't come to play the beginning of the game against the Colts. That is a must this Sunday. Will they?
No question. I think they will. Honestly, as good as I felt about the Patriots matching up against Cleveland, I thought they were getting them in the right spot. Same thing here with Buffalo. Buffalo smarting off of the loss earlier to New England. Let's not think that old Bill B. Hoodsworth didn't know that the coach on the other side said after the game, well, don't give so much credit to Bill Belichick. That guy files them away. He never forgets. Sometimes he forgives until he gives you your receipt. Ask Joe Gibbs about that when he was the coach of the Redskins. So I really feel like they're going to get their tail whipped. They got their tail whipped on Saturday. They got it whipped again by Belichick. Now they're ready to go.
What do we make of rookie Mac Jones' performance? 2 interceptions against the Colts. Does he bounce back against the Bills? And is the entire passing game there because you have to use it in the first matchup?
And look, you got the wide receiver issue right now, right? So you have Nelson Aguilar's got a head injury. You got N'Keal Harry, who has a who know what. He made the greatest play ever and got hurt once again. And then you have Kendrick Bourne in the COVID protocol. So who knows what? It's Jacoby Myers and the tight ends right now. So you need at least one, if not two, of those wide receivers. And yes, whatever they had planned for Buffalo number 1, they can now tweak for Buffalo game number 2. I do think Mac will bounce back. Here's the thing, Morey. Most of these rookie quarterbacks have a bad first half. They tank it. They never pull out of it. Mac kept battling, got the Patriots back in the game. That's something other rookies aren't doing.
Yeah, speaking of Patriots weapons, Brandon Bolden out of the backfield, Ramondre Stevenson as well. All right, in terms of weapons on the other side for the Bills, we learned today Cole Beasley will not play, the number 2 wide receiver for the Bills. But as much as he could be a loss for the Bills, Gabriel Davis played really well against the Panthers. Why could he emerge as the number 2 behind Stephon Diggs?
Yeah, I mean, you know that J.C. Jackson is going to match up against Stephon Diggs, and he always does a great job against him. So then it's Gabe Davis against either the Green Goblin, Jalen Mills, or maybe Sean Wade at some point, or Joanne Williams if he's active. There's a lot of different ways the Patriots can go about it. And look, I try to get my hands on him right away. Make Gabe Davis fight to get into his route. That's one thing that Steph Diggs can do. He'll fight you to get into the route. I don't know if Davis and the other wide receivers will. And losing Beasley, it's like having their Edelman. But honestly, I don't think he was a big factor. I'm more worried about Davis than I am the loss of Beasley.
You've been covering the NFL for quite a while now. When you look back at the past, and even specifically this Patriots team, what do you see emerge when teams play so closely together? Only 20 days in between the first game December 6th and the next game December 26th.
Overcoaching by the opponent. It's the, oh my, I'm going up against Bill Belichick. I've got to coach my tail off this week and find a way to add different wrinkles when really you put yourself in a position to where Bill can take advantage of it. And it's happened numerous times. Hell, it happened at a Super Bowl with Sean McVay. It was only 13-3, but McVay couldn't figure anything out. It drove the guy nuts on the sidelines. I think this is a big inflection point game for Sean McVay, the coach of for Sean McDermott, the coach of the Bills. He's got to get a win here to validate what they were building, or else it goes poof in a year and everybody starts to wonder, are we back to the old Buffalo again?
All right, lastly, your keys to a Patriots victory. Patriots right now about a 2.5-point favorite, and do you see them winning and or covering?
I do. I think they win 31-17. It may not look as comfortable as the score, but I think that's a perfect spot to catch the Bills. But number 1 key, and you mentioned it, Morey, out of the gate, you got to get a hot start. Jump up 10-0. I think the Bills are front runners. You got to make sure that Josh Allen doesn't kill you in just him running the ball. And when he does, knock the tar out of him. I'll take 15 if you're going to put it on the guy. And the other thing, too, is manage the emotions. Early, there's going to be a lot of emotion. I think chippiness early. Then we'll see it settle down. Who can then go and operate?
All right, Patriots and Bills, 1 o'clock from Gillette Stadium on Sunday. The winner has the front row seat to win the AFC East. He's Andy Gresh. I'm Morey Hershgordon. We'll be back right after this.